There is one habit, just one, that more than any other determines whether you retire early or work until your body tells you it is over. Not your salary, not your degree, not your industry or your network or your hustle. One habit. Consistent, automated, early investing. And the reason most people never build it has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with timing.
Retirement is not a destination most South Africans plan for. It is something that happens to them. The statistics are sobering. Less than 10% of South Africans can retire comfortably at 65. Most depend on family, government grants, or continuing to work for as long as their health allows. And the gap between that reality and financial independence is not as wide as most people think. It is not about earning millions. It is about one decision made early enough and repeated consistently enough that time does the heavy lifting for you. Welcome to Rich Behavior. This is that decision.
The habit is this. Every single month, before you pay rent, before you buy groceries, before you touch a single rand of your income for anything, a fixed percentage goes into an investment, automatically, without you having to decide each month whether you can afford it. You cannot afford to decide each month because some months the answer will be no, and one no becomes two, and two becomes 12, and before long, the habit is gone, and compound interest is working for someone else. The habit only works when it is non-negotiable, automated, invisible, a debit order that goes out on the same day your salary comes in, before your brain has a chance to spend it.
Here is why most people never build this habit. They wait. They wait until they earn more. They wait until the debt is cleared. They wait until things settle down. They wait until they understand investing better. They wait until next month when it will be easier. And next month comes and the same reasons exist. And the months become years. And the years become the most expensive thing they will ever lose. Because what they are losing is not money. They are losing time. And time is the only ingredient in compound interest that cannot be bought back. A 25-year-old who invests 1,000 rands a month will retire with more than a 35-year-old who invests 3,000 rands a month starting at the same retirement age. Not because they saved more, because they started earlier. The cost of waiting is not linear. It is exponential.
Most people have heard about compound interest. Almost nobody has actually sat with what it looks like in their own life over time. So let us do that. 500 rands a month invested from age 22 at a 10% annual return, a conservative estimate for a JSE-linked ETF, becomes approximately 2.8 million rands by age 60. 1,000 rands a month from the same starting age becomes approximately 5.6 million rands. 2,000 rands a month from age 22 becomes over 11 million rands. None of those numbers require a high income. They require one thing: starting. The people sitting on those numbers at 60 are not geniuses. They are not lucky. They are people who made a debit order in their 20s and did not cancel it when things got hard.
In South Africa, you have no excuse for not having access to this. A tax-free savings account through EasyEquities, FNB, Nedbank, or almost any major bank allows you to invest up to 36,000 rands a year completely tax-free, with all growth and returns sheltered from SARS. That is 3,000 rands a month of tax-free compounding. A retirement annuity gives you a tax deduction on contributions while building your retirement fund. A unit trust or ETF through any of the major platforms. EasyEquities, Allan Gray, Coronation, 10X requires as little as 500 rands to start. The tools exist. The access exists. The only thing missing for most people is the decision to automate it. Here is exactly what you do this week. Step 1. Open a tax-free savings account if you do not already have one. EasyEquities takes 15 minutes. Step 2. Choose a broad market JSE ETF or a Satrix 40 as your starting investment. Do not overthink the vehicle. Starting matters more than optimizing. Step 3. Set a debit order for whatever you can genuinely commit to right now. Not what you think you should invest, what you will actually not cancel. 500 rands, 1,000 rands, 2,000 rands, whatever is real. Step 4, set the debit order for the same day your salary arrives, not 3 days later, the same day, before anything else moves. Step 5, do not touch it. Review it once a year, let it compound. That is the entire strategy. Simple enough to actually do, consistent enough to actually work. The people who retire early are not smarter than everyone else. They did not have a secret. They did not time the market perfectly. They made one decision, early enough and consistently enough, and then they let time do what time does when money is invested and left alone. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Not next month, not after the